Hey sales rock stars, Oren Jacobson here with you for the December edition of the All-Star Sales Call, the final All-Star Sales Call of 2018. Let's start at the top like we always do with our top performers of November, our top 3 sales leaders by net sales and by volume. So here we go. In first place, Amber Naylor, actually we have a tie for first place I should say. Amber Naylor from Houston and Whitney Samaruzzi from Southern Washington with 7 net sales each. Stellar work. And just behind them, falling 1 unit short, Emily Vastaturo from Challenger with 6 net sales. Congratulations to all 3 of you. I'm going to say a special hi to Emily, my old friend Emily. We go way back. Miss everybody, but in particular. How you doing, Emily? Hit me up on the portal. Let's talk. All right, let's go into the sales leaders by volume. Top 2 remain unchanged from the unit count there. We have Amber and Whitney, 1 and 2. Amber with 2.38 million. It's a big crooked number there. And Whitney with 2.32 million just behind her. Lindsay Klassen filling out the top 3 from Central Oregon with 1.85 million of her own. Kudos to all of you. Congrats on a great month. Hopefully in the January version of this call, your name is going to be read out as part of this process and part of our fun celebration each month. All right, so it is the end of December. We're just a few short days away from Christmas, a few short days away from New Year's, and this is the time of year where most of us start thinking about a little bit of R&R, right? We're gonna rest and relax. We put in a good long year. We want to celebrate and spend some time over these holidays regardless of what holiday you celebrate. I had a fantastic Hanukkah, by the way. Thank you so much for asking. It was 8 crazy, wonderful nights. Spend time with family, relax, and enjoy the holiday season. However, what we know can happen if we're not careful is that all of a sudden, January of the next year, in this case, January 2019, can get away from us fast. And what tends to happen for many of us is that we sort of take our foot off the pedal now, and then we come back a little bit groggy in the beginning of the new year. And by the time it's like January 15th, we're finally getting our act together, we're getting our energy up, we're engaging a little bit more, but the month is moving past us really quickly, and so we start the year slowly. So today's All-Star Sales Call, what we're going to focus on in a very short call is kind of the top 5 things that we would suggest to do today, right now, between this Thursday and the end of the calendar year to make sure that when you come back from that New Year's holiday and that New Year's break, you hit the ground running instead of losing a bunch of time getting yourself organized at that point. So here we go with the top 5 things that we recommend. Just as an FYI, I reached out to some of our top sales leaders across the country and filtered their answers into these top 5. So this is what the folks that inspire you and motivate you and train you to do every day are talking about. So number 1, inside of the portal, we have a whole bunch of audits, right? You can audit things. That's that process by which you check in to make sure that the things that you need to be doing or the things that need to be happening are being done, right? So we have a website community page audit. We have a community signage audit. We have a model office files audit that we can do. You can do a personal wellness audit. Now granted, the personal wellness audit's not part of the portal, but that's a check-in on you. What do you need to get healthy and rested? What does your website look like, and is there anything that needs to be modified right now? How's the community signage? Make sure to get that stuff done so that as customers start to re-engage in the beginning of 2019, right? Customers start getting much more engaged January, February, March. They're going to start looking, and we know that most customers are looking online for months before they actually walk into our door. So let's not allow that customers coming in January to get on a website that's not top shape. Do that audit, do the signage audit, make sure that those things are right, and check in with yourself. Do a personal wellness audit. Do you need to go to chiropractor? Do you need to go to yoga? Do you just need to sleep? Make some intentional decisions about how to take care of yourself. Do an actual audit of where you are, how you feel, and what you need. All right, so that's step 1. Do some auditing. Step number 2, do not start 2019 without first writing your goals down, and by placing those goals, personal and professional goals, someplace prominently in front of you at all times. So in particular, think about a space in your office that you're forced to look at every single day and make sure that your goals for 2019 are up and complete before 2019 actually starts. That way, the moment you step into 2019, you already know which direction you're going. Simple, easy, just takes a little bit of time, and don't rush this, right? Spend some time thinking about what it is that you hope to accomplish, where it is that you want to be professionally 12 months from now, 24 months from now, 5 years from now, and what you can do within the next 12 months to get to that spot. Take some time to really think through that, and don't just jot down some quick notes. Number 3, make sure that your Q1 business plan is done before the year ends. Now, you might not be presenting until January 7th or 12th or 15th, so you may think you have time, you may think you've got some stuff to tweak and to edit, and that might be true in theory, but the substance, the majority of the work needs to be complete well before that time period. In fact, you should know what your plan is for next quarter before that quarter even begins. And by the way, that is a habit for all business plans. Get that thing done before the quarter even starts. Don't wait until you actually present in the middle of a month to sort of land on what you're doing. Run with it as if that's what's going to happen, and then modify if through the conversations and presentations they get adjusted. So that's number 3. Make sure that your Q1 business plan is ready. Number 4, follow up with your backlog and your top prospects. Make sure that they know what your hours are over the holiday season, and most importantly, wish them a happy holidays. Make sure to show them that you care, that you're thinking about them and are considering them in your thoughts, and make sure they know what to expect from you over this period of time, so that in the rare event that they're needing something, wanting something, or want to engage, they know when and how to find you and what that schedule will look like. And maybe what you'll do in that follow-up is set some appointments up either for the week before Christmas and New Year's, or for just after the New Year's holiday. All right, number 5. So some of you are probably sports fans, and in particular, maybe football fans this time of year. Obviously, football gets lots of attention. And one of the things that often happens with college and NFL football teams is they map out and they script out the first 5 to 10 plays that they're going to run from scrimmage the first time that they get the ball, right? What they do is they study the defense of the other team, and they figure out how they think they're going to attack that defense, and so they plan how they're going to start off with their attack, and they have a set series of plays, usually for the first series or two, first 5 to 10. I want you to think of this the exact same way, right? We've talked about these audits, we talked about the business plan. I want you to map out what you're going to focus on for each of the first 5 days you're in the office in 2019. What things are you going to accomplish in those first 5 days? What actions need to be taken? And try to actually set up a to-do list that is day by day for those first 5 days, so that the moment you get back, what you come back to is sort of a playbook that you've already designed intentionally for yourself, that you can hold yourself accountable to, that is built on the structures of your business plan, and that enables and allows you to hit the ground running in a very tactical and practical way. So that's it. Those are the top 5 thoughts that we have for you on how to start off 2019 strong, how to use this last couple weeks to prepare for 2019. Make sure you do your audits, your website audit, your community audit, your model office files audit. Make sure your files are in order, your inbox is in order, so you're not overwhelmed. And do a personal audit. Don't start 2019 without setting your personal goals and making sure that they're prominent, your personal and professional goals, and making sure that they're prominent in front of you so you can hold yourself accountable. Have your Q1 business plan done by the end of the year so you can hit the ground running. Follow up with your backlog and top prospects now. Let them know what your schedule is going to be, how to get a hold of you, and wish them a happy holidays. And map out your first 5 days, script your first 5 plays, so at the moment you step back onto the playing field in 2019, you're just focused on executing. That's it. That's what we got to offer you. On behalf of everybody here at the Corporate Support Office, it has been a wonderful year supporting your work. We thank you so much for how much you do for the organization. We know day in, day out in the field, it can really be a grind, and you're the lifeblood of the organization and make this thing happen. So we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to support you in all that you do. Want to wish your families a happy holidays, wish you all a happy holidays and a happy and healthy new year, and we will see you in 2019.